Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, welcoming you back to Out of the Park Baseball 20. Out of the Park Baseball 20 with the Montreal Expos, the 85 and 77 Montreal Expos, who did not make the playoffs last year, but still had a good run despite the injuries. The owner has some new goals for us. They want us to win a winning record, fine. Upgrade at shortstop, fine. Cut payroll, probably not. Make more money, maybe. Get rid of Eric Soderholm, fuck you. And we're supposed to win the World Series next year, which I don't think is very likely. This is the last year of my contract, though. So we'll see what happens with that. I didn't remember to re-sign Jim Lemon. Sorry, Jim. Alright. Arbitration is the thing again, but let's start as we usually do by filling any personnel holes. Jason Haskell, come along and join us for 1977. Alright, who's subject to arbitration? Quite a lot of people, actually. Fine. Jim York, non-tendered. Makes perfect sense to me. Okay. Fine. No. Can I get Winfield to sign a longer-term deal? Yes, I can. Done. No hesitation. Claudell. 300 grand I think is reasonable for you. Everyone else I'm willing to go to arbitration with. Foster, you had an objectively terrible season. I'm going to offer you a pay cut. And you're going to like it. Alright. Jim Merritt. Do you have a reasonable salary requirement? You do not. You're delusional. No. Tony. My dude. 1-year deal? No. I think we just let him walk. I genuinely think that's the best course of action, as we just let Tony Perez walk and we try to find replacements in free agency or in the draft. Other than that, I'm good with what we've got here. Bill Sharp probably doesn't deserve 140 grand, but I'm also not going to question it. He's still a pretty good center fielder. Another area to upgrade potentially. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to non-tender Leo Foster. No, I'm not. I think he's got enough potential that maybe at second or third he wouldn't be as big a charisma hole. I would like to keep you longer, actually. Would you take a 4-year deal if I increase your salary by 100 grand each year? Maybe not that high. He would. And this is very cheap, and even if he just turns out to be a really good reliever, that's worth it to me. Alright. Let's go to Most Valuable Player Award. Oh, thank you, Claudell and Dave. And Ballard Moore. Dave Winfield. Dave freaking Winfield. I no longer have to worry about him leaving ever, which is perfect for me. Yeah, this is probably going to bite my ass toward the end of it, but I have a team option. Dave Winfield, you're an amazing human being. And we're going to build a statue of you outside of Expos Park. It's just done. Have 25 grand. Good lord. I just want you to be a minor league manager for me. Who the hell is outbidding me? Oh, we're gonna make more money by increasing our ticket prices. Actually, important question. How much are the Yankees charging these days for tickets? The Mets are charging $3.45. The Yankees are charging $2.40. We're actually in the right. We're in the sweet spot then. $2.50 I think is reasonable. We're still projected to have a profit at the end of the year. Tony Perez won a Silver Slugger. That's nice. As did Claudell Washington and Eric Soderholm. So yeah, that's fine. No other awards for us, and quite frankly, I don't think we deserve them. We might win MVP with Tony Perez, but I doubt it. I'm also not sure that we deserve to either. Did he even place in the top 3? No, he did not. That's fine. Are you absolutely fucking delusional? Arbitrator, how much did Leo Foster slip you under the table? It has to be like half his salary, right? Good lord. Yeah, Garrett wanted more money. I think that's fair. Ooh, Dick Allen. Maybe. Dick Allen wants a lot less than Tony Perez. I think I'm just going to wait, actually, and just let... Ooh, how good is Rico Petrocelli? Pretty good, especially compared to Foster. Here's where I'm spending my money. I'm going to try to bring him in. Fine. That's where I'm gonna try to make a splash. Just try to bring him in. Okay. Yep. No chance for any of these guys. What's my draft pick? Like 15? 25. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. There's an expansion draft. Wait, why can't I set my expansion list? Protection list? No. Why can I not submit my protection list? As much as I enjoy voting for the Hall of Fame, if I lose my entire team to the expansion draft, I'm not going to be happy about that. Ernie Banks. Here we go. If I do a search for expansion draft, there's nothing there for that. Okay. You know what? It might have to be after the regular draft. Like maybe it doesn't realize that it's even possible to do that. We'll see if that's the case. Oh yeah, Rico Petrocelli. Nice. We do still need a first baseman. If we can't get one in the draft, we will grab one. We'll try to grab a cheap one in free agency, which shouldn't be overly difficult. Damn. Oh, please use my scouting director. It's what I pay him for. I could go back and get Terry Poole again. Could get Clint Hurdle. Neither of whom play first base, admittedly. Jim Norris is a really damn good hitter, too. Our issue is quite simply this. We're getting players that we can't use because we don't have an obvious place for them. What am I talking about? We could totally draft Terry Poole and put him in center. Yes, please. Batting potential, power. You could be a damn fine first baseman. Let's draft you, Tim. We'll grab us some Ted Cox action, too. What do we got in pitching potential? Brian McLaughlin. Byron, sorry. Done. And I'll just sim the rest of the draft at this point. Whew! Okay, I canceled my protection list. I was very concerned about that. Okay. Have your signing bonus, you filthy animal. Corcoran probably has an outside shot at actually making the team as our first baseman. Alright, I can only protect 15 players. I'm going to protect you, Caldwell, Thompson, Allen, Mosley, Munson, Cash, Soderholm, Petricelli, I might as well protect Griffin. Matlick, obviously. I wonder why I'm not eligible to protect Dave Winfield. I hope they can't just take Dave Winfield. There's nothing I can do about it. I'd be very upset if that were the case. And I'll protect Garrett and Moffitt. Stanhouse. That's good. Submit. Someone's going to take Leo Foster. That's whatever. I don't really care. Who did I lose? I lost both of them, actually. I lost Foster and I lost, what's-his-face. That's fine. Alright. We're now into the later stages of the draft. I've now got about 280 grand to spend, which is pretty nice. Alright, I'm going to look for a first baseman and a center fielder. Would I pee my pants if I got Cesar Cedeno? I would. Can I afford him? I cannot. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Can't afford you, mate. afford Rod Carew. Potentially. No, I can't actually, because you're only giving me 280 grand to spend. Briggs is a bit more challenging than like a Steve Garvey. But again, I'm going to run into the same issue, which is namely that I can't afford most of them. Dick Allen has so much power. Could I get you to take 200 grand less if I gave you the rest of your contract? And let's make it like 4 years. Yep, this is fine. Fans may not love me, but if I get him, I think it's going to be a huge boost to the team. All right. Corcoran. A ball for you. Cox. You can stay in rookie ball. Poole. You're going right to the majors, my dude. McLaughlin, you're going to go to A-ball. Atkinson, AAA. Interesting question. Could Washington play center? Badly. Then I guess Poole is it. This team is a fair bit better, minus the loss of, what's-his-face? Tony Perez. But have majorly upgraded at 2 positions, center field and short. And I really didn't, and I still might get first base handled. So we'll see what happens, my dudes. I don't care if anyone on this current roster wanders away. Not Rich Trodson. Not Greg Shanahan. I'll tell you what I actually would grab as a third catcher. Because what's-his-face isn't going to be healthy to start the season. You're not going to be brilliant, but I think you'll be okay. And that's all I wanted, really. Yes. Oh, my dudes. Hi. That's pretty spicy. I'll admit Tony Perez is still excellent, and we're probably going to miss him. But my dudes, we have upgraded pretty hardcore. pretty hardcore. I mean, we've gotten appreciably better at two positions, shortstop and center field. And we're at least as good at a third position in Dick Allen. Who ended up taking Tony Perez? Baltimore. He went to the AL. I don't really care. Did he get the giant contract he wanted? His contract is actually pretty reasonable, all things considered. But that's alright. We've put together a mega team. Is it going to be enough? My friends, I wish I could tell you for sure. I miss Don Drysdale. I'm sorry, Don. I would have voted for you had I seen you. Okay, alright. Now we're significantly worse off defensively. I want to make that very plain. How did the fan interest almost crash? I completely forgot about him. That's on me. Okay. Oh man, look at him. He's just like, you know what? Have a lot more money. Please. Okay. Pitching staff. Is there an exceptional starter or a couple of relievers available in free agency? Because I'm going to take this money if he's going to give it to me. Catfish Hunter at a bargain basement price? Yes, please. How's about some relievers? There's good old Bill Zepp. Yeah, there's not much in the way of actual quality relievers here. I'll bring in Tony Pierce, though, because it won't actually cost me anything. Oh, he wants a major league deal. That's fine. There we go. And wabam, Catfish Hunter. You might be wondering, why did I get Hunter? Mostly because I want more depth in the rotation than we have right now. I think it just makes sense that we do that. So that's what we're at right now. Atkinson, you can get a spring training invite. McLaughlin, you can be promoted to AA. Lance Toy, you can go to A. I think we got victimized pretty hard in the expansion draft in terms of losing a lot of like our secondary depth players. A lot of them appear to be gone now. And let's just go ahead and put you right on the DL, Hosley. You'll be back in a couple of months, but I think for now, just let you recover. Okay. Wow. Tim Corcoran is certainly turning out to be pretty shit. That's fine. Alright. Let's get building the roster. Gotta get rid of 3 people. Pitching. Stanhouse, let's have you keep practicing. How many pitchers do I have now? 14. Gotta get rid of 2 more. Nope, Pierce won't take a demotion. Oh, Atkinson, obviously. I can demote him. I guess Durham, for right now, can go to the minors. Yeah, rest of the roster is pretty much set right now. Okay. Staffo de-pitching. That's a technical term. Matlick is the ace. Hunter's going to be the number 2. Candelaria, the number 3. Caldwell and Moore, actually. I just like Caldwell better as a starter. And I think he's just better at it, quite frankly, because he doesn't throw a ton of... He doesn't strike a lot of people out. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and have Caldwell be the 5th starter, and then Ballor Moore will be the 4th starter. That all seems quite reasonable. Tom Griffin is our long reliever and our emergency starter. As you do. Okay, who was the closer at the end of last year? Was it Garrett? You want me to make Bill Campbell the closer, though. And I actually frankly see why. He's a pretty damn good pitcher. I'm going to make you the closer to start the season. And then Garrett's going to be the setup guy. Tony Pierce, you're going to be my lefty specialist. Combined with some middle relief here and there. And everyone else is just going to throw middle relief. That's good. Now the fun part. Dave Cash is no longer our best contact hitter. So if we take a look at his scouting, it's going to be like... So, that being said, I'm not sure he's the best choice for our leadoff hitter anymore. I think it's actually going to be Poole. Followed by Washington. Followed by Soderholm? No, I think Dave Winfield's still our best choice as the 3-hitter. Cleanup for Dick Allen. That's what he's here for. That's Doug Flynn. That is not the guy I said. Dick Allen, please. Why are you not grabbing him? There we go. Okay. Who bats 5th? I think it's still Thurman Munson. Dave Cash bats 6th. Soderholm bats... No, wait a minute. Soderholm's got more gap power, a much better batting eye. No, Soderholm is my 5th hitter. Munson's going to be batting 7th. Which is, I want to be clear on this. It is no reflection on that Munson is a bad hitter. We've just made significant upgrades to the point where Rico Petrocelli is going to be batting 8th. Just because somebody has to. And then I go and fill out my depth chart. I agree with this. Paste. I like Mora off the bench, actually. No, you've still got issues against left-handed pitching. I think it's still worthwhile to go ahead and play Mora. I think Dave Cash can bat 2nd when Mora's in the lineup. We done, guys. Yeah, that's a perfectly acceptable. Oh, what's going on here? No, we're good. We're good. Opening day. Oh, we have a very, very good lineup this year. We also have a much worse defense in the sense that we've lost Tony Perez's sure hands at first in exchange for Dick Allen's. And I don't know how Terry Poole's going to be as a center fielder. Our old friend, Terry. Top 100 prospects. George Brett. That's fair. This is a pretty solid list, except for Mitchell Page. Who the hell is Mitchell Page? Ed Whitson, and his name I vaguely remember, but not Mitchell Page. Was he even any good? Ah, one of these sorts. It looks like he had a couple really good years and then just kind of went, is the technical term. Okay, it's only 17 games. So Dave Cash just stopped hitting entirely. That's going to fix itself. I'm going to swap Munson and Cash. That's fine. Oh, you return Greg Shanahan to me. Okay. That's fine. Can I trade him, please? Prospects only. Nope. Oh, you've got options. I can put you on the 40-man and then immediately send you to AAA. There we go. We might be seeing the end of his career at this point. Do I have another middle infielder? Not really. I'm actually going to play with an extra pitcher for right now. That's good news. Jim Hutto. Can I please return you to Pittsburgh so that our real backup catcher can be catching in a backup fashion? Flynn, you're going to be playing second. Please generate us a new depth chart. And I want Munson hitting second if Cash isn't around. There we go. Let's see. Shutout for Candelaria. Soderholm wants to come back. I want him back too. Malik got a shutout. I just really think he's having issues, is our young friend, Mr. Cash. He's actually getting worse in center, but he's making up for it by hitting like a freaking lunatic. How is Poole never won Rookie of the Month? What does he have to do? I don't know, my friends, but Ballard Moore's struggling. You know what? I'm gonna pull him out of the rotation for a bit and let Griffin pitch in the rotation. And then I'll just make you a long reliever. You're just giving up a few more home runs. That's really the only difference. And you're also just, people are just hitting you a little bit faster. But yeah, let's take some of the pressure off of you. How's the lineup looking? A bad year for Claudell Washington makes me a bit sad, actually. Hmm. Hopefully that turns around. Okay. Let us talk to our good mate, Eric Soderholm, and let's talk about an extension. Done. That was easy. I do quite like Greg Garrett. Let's get him for a couple more years. That seems good. The weird thing is we're playing fairly exceptionally, despite the fact that a lot of our really good players aren't playing all that well. And we're not at all sure when Dave Cash is going to be ready to come back. That's fine. Now what are we looking at? He's bringing the power, is Dick Allen, and he's drawing walks, too. His contact's not ideal, but this is really weird for him. We should expect this to improve in the second half. Same with Claudell Washington, quite frankly. And we'll hopefully get Dave Cash back in the near future, which is going to be a nice upgrade to the lineup, since Doug Flynn apparently can't hit. Okay, delightful. Actually, rather send a pitcher down, if I'm honest. Durham. Dave Cash still has the potential to be a top-notch hitter, so I'm going to go ahead and give him his shot. Let's change a few other things around, too. No, not Soderholm. Cash. Okay. I'm going to reduce the pressure on Allen. I'm going to have him bat... have him bat 5th? Yes. For now. I'm going to swap you and Soderholm. And hopefully that'll give a hitter who is hitting really well a chance to shine, and it'll help you kind of have a little bit less to worry about. Let's proceed. Fuck you, Fred Lim. No, owner? Fuck you. That is my response to trying to get me to get rid of him. In a very real and legally binding sense, fuck you. I'm not firing him. I'm not trading him. I'm not cutting him. He is staying here as long as I do. You get along really well with power hitters, so I'm going to go ahead and keep you. Pitching coach, you can come back. And let's get Gene Mock. To the All-Star teams. Who made the All-Star team for us this year? No pitchers. Thurman Munson did. And Eric Soderholm did. That's it. That's kind of disappointing. Actually kind of sad. Look, Claudell, I don't know what your issue is, but you're holding us back. I'm batting Thurman Munson second. You're on thin ice, Mr. Washington. I don't know why all of a sudden this year you can't hit for contact, but you need to fix it. Alright, where could we upgrade that would make a big difference in this team? First base is one possibility, but then I'd have to get rid of Dick Allen. Right field, quite frankly. Maybe even center. Maybe not. How bad are you in center? You're pretty terrible. What's on the trading block this year? Chris Spire. Interesting players on the waiver wire, you say? Not that interesting. Let's say I offered you Dick Allen and something else in exchange for Cecil Cooper. How would you feel about that, Chicago? I need to throw in someone else that's quite good, but at least this means you're willing to make the trade. Offered you Ted Cox. Oh, I can't offer you Ted Cox. Okay. I've offered you good old Biff. That doesn't really change the equation very much. Mike Miley? Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Griffin is having quite a good year. What if I threw in Bill Atkinson? I can't, because I just got him this year. I threw in Orlando Ramirez. Am I willing to trade? Moore is killing it this year. Oh, he's going to be a free agent. Oh, fuck that. That was stupid of me. I almost made a very dumb move. Sure, I'll take a major upgrade to the bullpen for a first baseman who doesn't hit that great. That's just a no-brainer. Who do I demote to call you up, though? Thompson's having a shit year. You're gone. You're back. How long are you out? 2 weeks. That's a hamstring thing. I'm immediately going to make you a high leverage middle reliever. Do I bench Claudell and let Mora play every day? Let's give him till the end of the month to see if he heats up. And if he doesn't, then we'll think about it. He's still hitting 247. I don't know what your problem is this year, dude. What can I do? I could just start hitting Claudell Washington 8th and just see if reducing the pressure makes him start hitting better. Move up Cash, move up Petrocelli. He's not even playing there, so that's fine. It seems like there's another gear that this team has that we're just not kicking it into. I think the most frustrating part is that two of our very best hitters are actually two of our worst hitters now. And Dave Cash and Claudell Washington. Alright, Corcoran is actually hitting quite effectively. Let's get him up to double A. He's consistently hit quite well in rookie ball. I think he's earned a promotion to Class A. And I'll promote you to Class A also, why not? There we go. The thing is, there's not much I can do at this point. I have to get the people who aren't hitting to hit, and I don't know how I can manage that. Maybe that'll be good for him. Maybe if we just give him some time off, he'll fix some of his issues. Charlie Manuel, you can go ahead and come back, and you'll just kind of fill in here and there while Mora plays more often, if you will. Maybe you won't. That's your call. I accept that if that's what you decide. But I think it was a pretty good pun. And just give me that little itty bitty streak. Let me get some separation on the Cardinals. And Claudell can come back. I want to keep more relatively unexposed. So I'll go and just plop him right back in there. Cardinals, stop winning, please. Come on, stop it, Cardinals. Whew. 4. And Catfish Hunter got a little bit better. Some other improvements in different places. Poole just got purely better as a hitter. Mora's getting a bit better playing right field, but other than that isn't particularly exceptional. That's all fine. 4. Okay. Let's finish the regular season and then see what's going down. Almost 100 games. Which is pretty solid as these things go. Let's take a few moments and let's review how the team did. Dave Cash eventually came around, sort of. Kind of. It seems like he's lost... I don't know what his issue is. Besides the fact he just didn't play as much this year. His injuries did kind of hurt the team. Poole did what I wanted as our... leadoff hitter. He got on base. Played kind of terrible center field, but that's alright for right now. I was instantly worried about Winfield this year. He came in and produced another quality season. Let's actually look this way. It's easier just for me to see all the stats. Soderholm has come through in a big way. He's just consistently produced at a difficult position. I think we're definitely going to get the good end of this deal. Winfield was great. Munson was, again, great. Petrocelli was a nice import. Even if his offense was a bit subpar, he still played really, really well at shortstop and was still a pretty damn good hitter, too. Poole we've already looked at. Cash we've looked at. Dick Allen. He ended up pretty good. We got basically what we paid for. I just wish we could get him out of the field because my God. Cash we looked at. Washington is the big head scratcher. I don't know what happened to him this year. I sincerely and truly don't know. Yes, he got hurt. But this is a guy who had never hit below 330, who hit 273. And maybe it's all BABIP. Maybe this is just my bad. But, yeah, he was not good this year. And the rest of the team was more or less okay. I think the Mora experiment might be about over. I'm not sure yet. Maybe just give him a year in AAA to just see if he can improve his overall around game. That might be something we consider. Pitching staff this year. Matlick, Hunter, Griffin, Candelaria. We have arguably the best top four in the majors. And we're actually going to switch to four-man rotation for the playoffs. Let me sim up to the first day against Houston. And how tired is Matlick? Let's just see. Catfish, my dude. Help us out. That was bad. That's a bad team. Okay, that was probably unnecessary, and we'll probably pay for that later, but I am at least a little enthused to see such an offensive performance. Another Sterling victory. Okay. Here's Griffin's chance to pitch, and Montreal wins. Houston wins in a bit of a nail-biter. That looks like that got into the late innings. Yeah. Who fucked up? Campbell fucked up. Campbell, my bro. You were so good this year. That's alright, though. We still got two more chances. We got Matlick pitching. And whoop-bam. World Series, here we come. Alright, guys. It's Kansas City and Montreal. Okay, that was a tight game that we lost. I don't love it, but I accept it. Candelaria did fine. I really blame Garrett. But that's alright, it's just one game. We get a nice little bounce back here. This is an odd bug I've noticed with actually the OOTP 20. It keeps marking people as having hit 0 homers, as if that's... Plenty of my guys have hit 0 homers. That's fine. I do actually want Matlick to pitch. Oh, good choice. Dave Winfield, eh? 4 for 4. Yep, that's going to do it. 17-4, and we only got one homer? I'm not going to question it, but damn. We did it! Yes! Claudell Washington, you magnificent bastard. You were saving yourself. It makes perfect sense now. You were like, nah, I'm going to take it easy. I've been hitting a little bit too much last couple years. Washington was awesome. Soderholm was awesome. Poole, Winfield was awesome. Allen was good. Thurman Munson was trash. But we've done it. Yes! The Montreal Expos, and 99 and 63 are world champions. We're just going to very quickly see how many year-end awards we win. And then we're going to end the series, obviously. Next Friday, we'll be playing as the San Diego Padres, who are the third and final team we'll be starting with in 1969. Oh, this one felt good. Especially the year where we won so many games and we just stopped hitting. This year, they're like, you know what? Fuck you, Kansas City. Fuck you in the ear. Yeah. That was pretty spicy. I really like how this was really cool. We developed a great core early on, and then we built around it to really demonstrate what we could accomplish. And that was pretty sexy. I got Manager of the Year, and we won a Silver Slugger with Eric Soderholm. That's fine. We got the most important hardware, right? We got the most important hardware. Thank you for watching our Montreal Expos series. I hope you'll join me for San Diego starting next week. And until then, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.